Good morning class, welcome to science class, standard 7, chapter number 3, properties of natural resources. As we have completed our chapter number 3 in last section only, today we are going to summarize that chapter through one video and we will move to our exercise questions. Exercise I will also send you in the PDF manner on the WhatsApp group, and on a Drushti it will be available under your standard 7 science subject. Into the notes section it will be available, and if still you want to print out and all, you can download the PDF from the WhatsApp group and you can make a printout of it, and later you have to write that in your science classwork notebook with a neat and proper handwriting. Let's start summarizing this and we'll move to the exercise then.
Soil is one of the most important natural resources. It forms the uppermost layer of the Earth's crust. It is a mixture of rocks, minerals, dead and decaying plants and animals. It supports the growth of plants by holding the root firmly and supplying water and nutrients. Soil is essential for agriculture and shelter for all. Soil is thus an inseparable part of our life. Let us do an activity. Collect some samples of soil from different places such as a garden, roadside and construction site. Examine these samples under a magnifying glass. You will learn that the garden soil contains grass, ants, etc. Roadside soil contains concrete, insects, etc. And soil from the construction site contains sand, concrete and cement. Composition of soil. About 1/5 of the area of the Earth's surface is covered with soil. The components of soil are water 25%, air 25%, mineral particles 45%, and organic matter like humus, roots, and organisms 5%. A vertical section through different layers of the soil is called the soil profile. Each layer differs in texture, color, depth, and chemical composition. These layers are referred to as horizons. The uppermost layer is generally dark in color as it is rich in humus and minerals. It is humus that makes the soil fertile and provides nutrients for growth. This layer is generally soft, porous, and can retain a lot of water. It is called the topsoil or the A horizon. The next layer has a lesser amount of humus but more of minerals. This layer is generally harder and more compact and is called the B horizon or the middle layer. The third layer is the C horizon, which is made up of small lumps or rocks with cracks and crevices. Below this layer is the bedrock, which is hard and difficult to dig with spade. Rocks get heated by the sun and cooled by the rain continuously for many years. The surface rocks break down into small pieces because of repeated heating and cooling. These small pieces are carried to different places by wind or rainwater. As they move, they get mixed with organic matter. These pieces rub against each other due to running water and become smaller and smaller as they move from one place to another. Thus, soil is formed. The rate of absorption of water is different in different types of soils. This phenomena of absorption of water by soil is termed as percolation. Now, let us do an activity. Take a hollow pipe having a diameter of 5 centimeters. Place the pipe about 2 centimeters deep in the ground. Pour 200 milliliter of water in the pipe slowly. Note the time when you start pouring water. When all the water has percolated, leaving the pipe empty, note the time again. Be careful not to let the water spill over or run down on the outside of the pipe while pouring. Calculate the rate of percolation by using the following formula. Percolation rate milliliter upon minutes is equal to amount of water in milliliters upon percolation time in minutes. Soil contains moisture. Let us do an activity to show this. Take a boiling tube. Put 2 spoonfuls of soil sample in it. Heat it and observe it. You will observe that the soil evaporates, moves up on heating, and condenses on the cooler inner wall of the upper part of the boiling tube. Different types of soils absorb water to different extents. Let us do an activity to show this. Take a plastic funnel. Take a filter paper or a piece of newspaper sheet, fold and place it as shown here. Pour powdered soil into the funnel. Measure a certain amount of water in a measuring cylinder and pour it drop by drop on the soil. Do not let all the water fall at one spot. Pour water all over the soil. Keep pouring the water till it starts dripping. Subtract the amount of water left in the measuring cylinder from the amount you started with. This is the amount of water retained by the soil. Calculate the weight of soil after it has absorbed the water. Weight of soil is equal to 50 grams. Initial volume of water in the measuring cylinder is equal to 10 milliliter. Final volume of water in the measuring cylinder is equal to 5 milliliter. Percentage of water absorbed is equal to 10 minus 5 upon 50 into 100 is equal to 10%. Take small amount of sandy soil, loamy soil and clayey soil on a sheet of white paper. Examine these under a magnifying glass. You will observe that sandy soil is made of sand particles which are relatively large in size. They cannot fit closely together and there is large space between them. This space is filled with air. If the amount of large and fine particles is about the same, then the soil is called loamy. In clayey soil, fine particles are relatively high in proportion and have very less space between them. Sandy soil is made of a greater proportion of big particles. There is large spaces between them. This space is filled with air. This soil is light, well aerated and dry. It is grey or brown in color and rich in organic matter. Clayey soil has small-sized particles and water can be trapped in the tiny gaps between them. Hence, clayey soil is heavy and holds more water. It is used for making pots and toys. Loamy soil is a mixture of sand, soil and silt. It also contains humus and is therefore considered the best for the growth of plants. That is why it is found in gardens and farmlands. Collect samples of clay, loamy and sandy soil. Take a fistful of soil from one of the samples. Remove any pebbles, rocks or grass blades from it. Now add water to it drop by drop and knead the soil. Add just enough water so that a ball can be made from it, but at the same time it should not be sticky. Make a ball from this soil. Now try making a ring from this ball. Repeat this activity with other samples also. From this activity you will find that only clay soil is suitable for making toys and pots.
Okay, I hope you understood from this video. Let's start with our exercise questions. First question we have a new exercises. Fill in the blanks with the appropriate term. In bracket they have given the options as well. First question we have the capacity of air to hold moisture depend upon the dot dot of the air. So answer for this is temperature of the air. Next we have water does not have dot dot but has definite dot dot and dot dot. Water does not have a shape but has definite mass and volume. Even you can write weight and volume also, but mass is the appropriate word for this. Next we have C. While freezing, the dot dot of water is lowered. While freezing, density of water is lowered. One more answer for this you can write as a temperature also, because while freezing the temperature it also will be gets lowered. Next question we have D as dot dot soil has a pH 7. So which soil has a pH 7? A neutral soil has a pH 7 because the neutral soil ranges from the pH 6.5 to 7.5. Question number 2 is why it is said that. First we have air is a homogeneous mixture of various gases. Air is homogeneous mixture of various gases. Why it is said that it is homogeneous? Because air is a homogeneous mixture of gases as it is primarily made up of nitrogen and oxygen. Its elements are not readily separated or distinguished from the one another. While teaching this lesson also I told you the meaning of word homogeneous means a mixture, a firm mixture which we cannot get separate any constitution of it we cannot imagine is called as homogeneous mixture of it. Second question we have as water is a universal solvent. Why water is called as universal solvent? See, water is a good solvent as it can dissolve almost every substance in it. Therefore, water is known as universal solvent. This is the one of the property of water which we have described while learning the water properties. On a page number 21 also the statements are given. See, many substances are soluble in water. So, water is called as universal solvent. And also you can add the few points from your textbook also if you want. This one. Water is used as a solvent in factories, laboratories, foodstuff and in a various type of biological process carrying in the body such as digestion and excretion etc. These are the examples of it you can write furthermore. Third question we have under the question number 2 C is there is no alternative to water for cleaning purpose. So answer you could write that there is no alternative to water for cleaning purpose because it dissolves everything that added to it. Means if we add anything to it, it gets dissolved. And the reason why this is called as universal solvent, just now we have given the answer of second one. The water dissolves all the dirt present in our cloth. The reason why we soak our cloth in a detergent and the water prior to the washing. Also, water has a natural pH, which means it does not harm the object which has to be cleaned and also does not affect the skin. Because of its pH value also it can be used that it will not harm to the cloth or neither our skin. One more reason, that is there is no alternative. It is easily available. You should not have to pay for the water. It's available in cheap cost. That's why it is called as universal solvent. Universal solvent also, and there is no alternative for the water for cleaning purposes. That's it for today. Remaining questions we are going to see tomorrow in a next section. And still whenever I will upload the PDF on a WhatsApp, you have to be ready with this question answers. So whenever you are listening the audio or a video you are saying, that time the answers will be readily available with you in the hard copy. So you can give a better attention to the words. At least these 2 questions you have to write in notebook. Till that I uploaded till I will upload the PDF on the WhatsApp group. Also you can try to solve the question number 4. With whom should I pair? Match the pair and true false. Question number 4 and 5 you can try, and when I will tell the answers of it, you can cross check your answers with mine.